Okay, World War I was a war fought between the Allies and the Central Powers. For a large portion of that war, the Allies were led by the French armies and the Central Powers mainly by the Germans. At the beginning of the war, Germany decided to launch a full-out war against France and also against Italy, but for right now we're going to focus on France. Eventually, in April of 1916, France was heavily penetrated by the Germans up to where around 40 miles outside of Paris, in an area called Chateau Thierry. In part of Chateau Thierry was Belleau Wood, where the French Sixth Army was sanctioned and told to stop the Germans from coming. Inside the French Sixth Army was the American Expeditionary Force, which was the first group of soldiers sent in by America to help fight in the war. Mainly the American Expeditionary Force, or AEF, was told just to defend, stay on the line, run ambulances, help the European soldiers. But after a while, the French thought that the Americans were just here to do nothing and just look like pretty. So the French one day told the Marines 6th Regiment to attack Belleau Wood. Well, long story short, the Marines go in, attack Belleau Wood for almost a month, fight, to have heavy casualties, and end up leaving. Anyway, throughout this whole battle, the Germans lost heavy numbers, and the Americans lost around 1,811 people. Well, the American Expeditionary Force eventually sent in most of those troops in to help out with the Marine 6th Regiment under the command of General Omar Bundy, and eventually took Belleau Wood and established the Allied forces to end up doing a flanking maneuver on the rest of the German fleet across Chateau Thierry. And, well, it marked the beginning of the end, because Chateau Thierry and Belleau Wood were the closest that the Germans ever got to Paris. After then, they had to basically retreat and keep on retreating until they eventually died. So yeah.
Say, soldier, you think you can gun? That was... Look at that thing.
There's the German forces right there. Yeah, see them? They're getting ready. There's the scary Americans. Yeah, look at them. Yeah, they're getting ready for an assault. Yeah.
Oh, we're going? Alright, let's go. Alright, we're going. We're going. Across there, towards the tree that's being held up. Go! My chest! Get up! Oh no! Come on!
Okay, Mr. German man. How did this loss affect the German people?
Well, our main attempt in the Battle of Belleau Wood was to take over Paris, but then we had America to stop us and halt our advance as we were making our way into the woods to try and take over. But we learned from this loss that Americans, they're here to fight, and they have a nice army, and it's going to be a lot tougher to win this great war.
Okay, so Major General Omar Bundy, that's your name, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, how did the Battle of Belleau Wood affect the Allies?
Well, even though it's the first battle where we experienced some heavy casualties, it did prove to the nation that the U.S. Marine Corps, we are determined and we have enough dedication that we can win this. And it proves to the Allies and America that we are on the Western Front and we're here to fight the Germans and win the